Days of Our Lives spoilers. Stefan discovers Jude's maternity, finds inheritable report in Demira safe. Monday, June 10 update. Maggie collapses. Xander and Konstantin's showdown. Alex's father shocker. Appearances and goings. Leo meets shirtless Mark. Search for Abby answers and bring exit. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Stefan Demira could be on the verge of making a stunning discovery. Days of Our Lives suckers can anticipate Stefan to open up the Demira safe during the week of June 10 to 14, so that could lead to curiosity and a big shock. Sloane Peterson made quite a back when she was working overtime to conceal Jude Brady's true maternity. Days suckers will recall that Sloane altered the inheritable testing report, but also Nicole Demira lost it and had to get another dupe. That left Sloane scrabbling to sneak in the Demira mans and exchange out the results with yet another set of altered bones. Unfortunately, Sloane got confused in the rush of it all and left the real results behind by mistake. That means there's evidence that Jude isn't E.J. Demira's son right there in the Demira living room. Days left this part of the story swinging, but perhaps it'll eventually come back around now that Stefan's going to be digging in that safe. It seems like the high occasion for Stefan to find that inheritable testing report and figure out that E.J. isn't the father of Nicole's baby after all. Still, what will he do with it? There's a good chance Stefan will do what Demiras do, stylish and resort to some blackmailing if Stefan indeed discovers that information. Stefan wants nothing further than to get Gabby Hernandez Demira out of captivity, but EJ hasn't been any help in that department. EJ may not be the DA presently, but he's still an important man with significant connections. Days observers might see Stefan hang to blow up EJ's marriage if he doesn't reunite him with Gabby ASAP. Stefan could argue that EJ had better figure out a way to make this be if he wants to hold onto Nicole and the little family he's created with her. Perhaps Stefan will put it together that EJ is willingly hiding the maternity from both Nicole and Eric Brady that could give Stefan some enough juicy knowledge to drop on Nicole and Jude's factual father if EJ doesn't misbehave. Stefan's influence could shoot EJ back to Melinda Trask's office to press into freeing Gabby right down. Our prognostications point to EJ Wharf in some tight spots as he tries to keep Jude's maternity under wraps, so Stefan may get updates on that shocking news and cause problems. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Stefan could make a bigger mess of effects, so stay tuned. Days of Our Lives Monday, June 10 update. Maggie collapses. Xander and Konstantin's showdown. Alex's father shocker. Days of Our Lives spoilers update for Monday, June 10 reveals that Maggie Kyriakis will collapse as the marriage drama gets out of hand. Days of Our Lives suckers know Maggie allowed she had establishment grip on the trap going into all this, but she'll come overwhelmed soon enough. Between Konstantin Melimus' concession about sabotaging Victor Kyriakis' aeroplane and the peril that's about to post-date at the espousal, Maggie will have some great reasons to pass out. After Konstantin spills what really happened in Greece and some dummy flashbacks help explain his manipulation of Victor, Days spoilers say the form will come with further curveballs. Despite Steve Johnson's attempt to poke some bind on Konstantin and subdue him, Konstantin won't go down without a fight. In fact, Konstantin will force Theresa Donovan into a dangerous situation by pointing his armament at her and causing a shootout that leads to Steve getting wounded. Days spoilers say Theresa will become Konstantin's hostage, which will set the stage for Xander Cook to hold Konstantin at gunpoint next. Xander will demand the verity as Konstantin keeps his grip on Theresa and makes it clear that her life is on the line. Both Xander and Alex Kyriakis will want some answers after Konstantin's cryptic commentary, so this is all structured to Konstantin's admission that Victor wasn't really Alex's biopater. Still, our prognostications suggest Days will stretch out all the chaos out into Tuesday's Days of Our Lives occasion. So suckers will have to stay tuned to see the rest of the mayhem Konstantin will unleash. In the meantime, Steve will get some medical attention at the sanitarium. So Kayla Johnson is in for a shock when her hubby shows up blood, stained and in pain. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Steve is thankfully going to be just okay. So Kayla will get updates on what went down and express relief over the news that he's okay. Days of Our Lives appearances and goings. Leo meets shirtless Mark. Search for Abby answers and bring exit. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that we have got some appearances and goings news to partake. So let's bandy all the casting details and some instigative story developments. First, we should mention that James Reed will make further appearances as Clyde Weston during the week of June 10 to 14. So look for him to face Rafe Hernandez's interrogation and Chad DiMera's follow-up questions as well. Chad will be on a charge to find out whether Abigail DiMera is actually alive, so he'll drive Clyde for the entire Verity. Days observers will also see Chad and Julie Williams bandy the Abigail situation, which will set the stage for Thomas DiMera to pop up and maybe express curiosity. There could be a close call if Thomas hears Abigail's name and wants to know why Chad's talking about his mama. Jonah Robinson will also appear as Mark on June 12, so Days spoilers say he'll give Leo Stark and Goddess in City Forecourt. Mark will be shirtless when he crosses paths with Leo during a drill, so it'll be intriguing to see what their hassle is like. Still, Leo's focus in the week ahead will be on a remedy session with Marlena Evans, since Leo has dealt with a lot of obstacles and rejections throughout his life. He'll drive Marlena to help him stop feeling so lonely and unlovable. John Capello's exit as Konstantin Melanis also seems to be fleetly approaching, so don't miss all the Tophet Konstantin will produce at the Kyriakis Man's before he goes. Other Days spoilers say Casey Moss will duplication his part as JJ Devereaux down the road. JJ will head back to Salem laterally this time, so stick with us for updates on any other word related to his return stint. That's it for appearances and goings news. Days of Our Lives spoilers say plenitude of marvels and shakeups are brewing, so we'll bring you more prognostications on what's in store for all your favorite Salemites. Eric's Voices of Days of Our Lives experience. Why John, Sarah, Kristen, Abe, Marlena, and further know how he feels. As Eric blubbed over the loss of baby Jude on Days of Our Lives, stepdad John participated that he knew how Eric felt. For times, John raised Carrie, Sami, and Eric. But when the real Roman returned, John was forced to step back from the kiddies he'd loved as his own. He isn't the only one. It should make Eric feel better to hear how numerous parents have gone through the exact same heartache. Then's just a small slice. Most lately, Sarah had taken care of little Mackenzie, Mickey, for nearly a time, allowing the little girl was the one she'd given birth to before the Verity came out that she was actually Rachel Kristen and Brady's presumed dead child. Eric allowed he was Mickey's father too. So why is he so torn up over Jude? This isn't his first time at the rodeo. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Kristen may have been Rachel's due mama, but many times before, she stole future Tate straight out of Theresa's womb and raised him for months as her darling Christopher. She still thinks of Tate as hers. This may not be the creepiest thing about her, but it isn't a great one. Moreover, before he was Theo's pater, Abe and his woman Lexi espoused a tot they named Isaac. Isaac turned out to be the natural child of Hope and Bo, who shifted with JT. The boy Ab and Lexi were firstly planning to borrow. Once the Verity came out, JT's natural father sued for guardianship and got him back, while Abe and Lexi surrendered Isaac to Hope and Bo, who renamed him Zach. Back when Kayla was going through her brief deaf period, she and Steve learned enough sign language to take in a bitsy, deaf orphan boy named Benji, whom they just happened to run into on their honeymoon. But Benji turned out to be Stefano's natural son, and to keep him from the evil villain, Kayla and Patch let Benji's motherly forefather take him far down from Salem. Also, Rafe was happy to play foster pater to little David, the son of his crazy ex-girlfriend, Jordan, but also David's natural pater turned up, and it was by David. Eventually, Marlena was forced to surrender her foster son, Johnny, and Maggie lost her espoused son, Janice. When their natural matters returned and blazoned, they now felt like taking care of their seed again, no matter how important the kiddies cried and cleaved to their surrogate parents. Still, it's that children are now further than things to be passed from one grown-up to another, and their requirements aren't nearly as important as those of the grown-ups for whom it's a matter of winning and losing, if there's one thing we know about Salem. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.